Thank you very much. Hi, Thomas.
Hi, Michael, how are we?
Yeah, good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good. Great news for you this afternoon. Pontus Jansson, new contract.
Yeah, very pleased. I think Pontus has been a vital part of our rise the last 3 years. Two very good season championship, and I think he's done well in the Premier League as well. So important that our captain wanted to extend his contract.
Liverpool next, always a big game, but you were fantastic against them at home. Without Salah and Mane, looked like they lacked a bit of creativity. Is that a game you're looking forward to, especially without those two key players?
Of course, Mane and Salah are two world-class players and have done fantastic for Liverpool. I still think they have very good players in Jota, Firmino, Minamino, Jones, Chamberlain, and it will still be a top side they're putting on the pitch. I actually see this way. I was really pleased that we managed to go toe-to-toe with Liverpool. So that's big, I would say. We know it's going to be unbelievable, difficult, but we will embrace the moment and we'll try to attack and do our very best to try to win the game.
Thomas, I want to get your view on Burnley-Leicester that's been postponed. Ralph Hasenhüttl isn't very happy about it. Obviously, it's injuries and COVID. What's your view on this, Thomas?
I just heard it was postponed, so I don't know how many players is injured, how many is through COVID or illness. I think it is what it is. Yeah, there is this rule that you need to have 13 or 14 available players from the 25-man squad, outfielders. If you don't have that, then you can postpone the game. And it is tricky, but I think, do you have COVID or do you have the flu? Are you ill? I think that's the same. They're not available. And if you have injuries, so it is what it is.
Yeah, can I just get a lot of managers say the under-23 level, the Premier League 2, isn't good enough in terms of quality to bring players up. Obviously, you have a different system at Brentford, a Brentford B. Is that the same here? There aren't enough players ready if you had to move them up just yet with injuries or COVID?
I think we already we played, for example, Finn Stevens, that is part of the B team squad. He's trained with us the most of the times, but we played him last time. So I think, of course, it's natural that you want not more experienced players, but it doesn't matter about the age. It's about is there enough quality from them yet from the B team or the under 23 team. I think that is always worth a discussion. But hopefully this is the last winter. We have to go through this and all those discussions.
Transfer window, the market is open for another few weeks. Do you think you're light in any areas? Can we expect to see any business from you?
We always in the market. We always try to be prepared, open-minded. So maybe something happens, but it's not 100%. It's not that I think, we need to strengthen this area. Pleased with the squad.
It's rumoured that Mikhailo Mudryk from Shakhtar Donetsk is someone you're looking at. Is there any confirmation there on that player?
I love to speak about players when they're in-house. And as far as I know, he didn't train here today, so I can't speak about him.
If there's one position where you think you're a little bit light, would you say it's up front in the striker position?
No, I think we have 4 strikers, Marcus Forss, Jorn Wissa, Brano Buemo and Ivan Toney. I think all of them have done fine and helped the team. So plus we can play Sergio up there as well. So I think we're in a good place.
Finally from me, Thomas, we talked about the other clubs with issues, COVID and injuries. How are you looking?
We are looking fine. There shouldn't be anything. Everyone should be available. They were available for the Southampton game. Yeah.
Brilliant. Good luck.
Yes.
Good luck, Thomas. See you later. Cheers.
Thank you.
Hi, Thomas. Good afternoon.
Hi, Nick. Good afternoon.
Hiya. I was just wondering, what's the general feeling, the general atmosphere within the squad after the defeat on Tuesday away?
On Wednesday morning when we met in irritation, of course, hate losing, or maybe even more when we perform bad and it was not our best game. But I think 24 hours, that's the maximum where we can be disappointed or irritated. Then we need to move forward. It's life. Life moves on, and we need to train well. We had a fantastic training today. Just come off the training pitch. Very, very good intensity, very good quality, very good focus. So it's a squad that want to improve and want to get better, and we want to do our very best to try to get a win on Sunday.
You will play a different Liverpool this weekend than the one you played back in September. What type of reaction you expect from your players?
I think we are going to play. It's the first time we are going to Anfield. We all know that's iconic. It's one of the most iconic football stadiums in the world. We are all looking forward to that. Want to go there and express ourselves and attack because we want it to be fun or good experience, both 2 o'clock but also 4 o'clock. So it's not that fun if we go there and get beaten 4-0. It's only a fantastic experience if you go there, perform and get a result. And that's what we aim for.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
George Sessions next, please, from PA.
Hi, Thomas. Good to speak to you. Can I just check on Sergio? I think he come off midweek. Don't think that was tactical. I think that was a slight sort of precaution. Is everything fine with him? And also Rico as well. What's the latest with him?
Hi, George. Sergi should be available. He trained today, so that was positive. Rico also looking like a player that will be available for the weekend, and then I need to take a decision on how ready he is to start or not. But he can be involved in the squad.
That's good to hear. Just in terms of Sergio, obviously, a bit more of a special game than most for him, given he started at Liverpool, and be a good chance for him to go back to Anfield.
Yeah, I think unless someone have maybe cut his leg off, I think he wants to do everything to be ready for that game, of course. But to be fair, all the players want to be available for a game like this. But yeah, Sergi, he will be ready and hopefully he can perform.
I just wanted to ask you about Ivan as well. It's been sort of 6 games now and 6 weeks since he scored. He obviously had COVID during that time. I know it's a real mini goal drought for him, but have you noticed any sort of difference in him? Any little bit of anxiety coming in about that?
No, I would not say that. I just actually showed him, I think, 7 or 8 situations from the Southampton game. I just showed him this morning, where he's nearly in, where he's in the right area for crosses or a chip ball behind, and it's just to find a bit of quality from the cross or the ball in behind, or him just be a little bit closer or sharper. So I think he's just a bit closer to be where he is at his best. You also see the last 2 games, you can see the sharpness in his touches was not where it normally is. Spoke about that. He worked very hard today. It's normal, he'll go a little bit up and down. He's a player that is good to stay in the games, and the more he works, get that level up, and I think he'll be fine.
He obviously gave Virgil a real torrid time last time, didn't he? That was a great battle. So you'd be backing him to do the same on Sunday.
Yeah, of course. Virgil is a decent defender, so it'll be a good battle. I hope, of course, we have some areas that can trouble Liverpool, but I know it was a 3-3 game and we did fantastic. But I watched the game back last night and Liverpool were very, very good. So it's going to be a good game for us.
Just finally from me, any words from your fellow countryman Jan this week about going to Anfield?
Jan Milby.
Mulby.
Not so far. Maybe I'll get a text from Daniel Lager. You never know, but so let's see.
Thanks, Thomas. Good luck on Sunday.
Thank you.
Phil Brown, please.
Afternoon, Thomas. How are you?
Afternoon, Phil. Good, thank you. And you?
Yeah, good. Thank you very much indeed. After the game midweek, a lot of players obviously use social media to communicate, and Ivan maybe summed up thoughts as well with what he said in regards to, it just didn't happen at Southampton, but we go again. How much is that important to the ethos of what you've built there at the club? This, the 24-hour rule that you have, the, pick yourself up, go again, adversity can lead to, positivity.
Yeah, I think it's hopefully we build something, as you say, Phil, that is sustainable, and we're also very leveled in all we are doing. We're not getting too high, we're not getting too low. We still train very hard, very well every single day with the right mentality, because that is just like that in the games. You need to stay in those games, constantly try to be brave every second, or disciplined every second, or control your emotions every second, and that is difficult. And then some games you get momentum and you can be there, or you score the goal and you get a little bit more confident, then you can go. We just got hit in all the wrong timings in the game against Southampton, and fair play to them, but also I think we should have done a fair bit better. And then the flip side is the Villa game, where I don't think we played a top game, but kept the discipline, kept the concentration, kept the emotions, keep doing what we're doing, try to press high as possible, play with intensity. And then we actually managed to get a win out of it. And then we know there'll be games where we play even better, like also we've done this year. And hopefully that can also help us. So that's that consistency in doing the same thing every single day with the same mindset. I think over a season, hopefully that gives us a lot of points.
And just sticking maybe with Ivan, when it comes to recruitment, I mean, obviously, you knew what you were going to get as far as a goal scorer, and he proved that with mid-30s of goals last season. This season was always going to be tougher. His work ethos, his ethic about still committing to creating chances, working for the team, as well as hopefully taking chances, is hugely important. And does that summate what you look for when you're looking for a player? It's not just about what they offer with their boots, it's what they offer without the ball.
Yeah, definitely. I think even that we like to have the ball quite a lot, we don't have it as much as we did in the championship, of course. So most of the time it's at least 50% we have to defend. On Sunday it will be maybe 60-65% of the time we need to defend well. So the better and harder we can work, the bigger chance we'll have to get a result. And keeping that strong structural mentality, I think it's hugely important. And the other thing, if any of our players have ambitions to go to a better place, if there is a better place than Brentford, of course, then if they want to achieve something big, all the teams that are winning something are really performing. They're defending like lions, all of them, the top teams. Throughout 90 minutes, they keep pressing, they keep sprinting, they keep, it's a key thing, and it's so everyone knows it. It's just so difficult to do it every second of the game.
No Mane, of course, no Salah. So it makes it a bit easier, doesn't it, Thomas?
Of course, I expect a 3-0 win. It'll be very difficult. Very difficult. We know that. We are looking forward to it. I think when they play their top game, Liverpool, I think they actually are the most difficult team to defend against in spells. Maybe not over 90 minutes, but if they really got you, then they are threatening you with crosses under, in swingers, crosses from a little bit outside the box, through balls. If you go a little bit higher, they just play behind. They attack you from all kind of angles and with all kind of weapons. So they're so good at that. The best, I would say, in the Premier League, and that's why it's going to be a massive challenge.
And final one from me. You mentioned Anfield being an iconic location and an iconic stadium. What is it about Anfield? I know there's lots of great stadia and whatever. What is it about Anfield that you think that not just Sergi, but you probably and everyone else looks forward to being there?
Yeah, I think it's also about the atmosphere. It's one of the stadiums where, what I've heard, I've been there a few times, that the atmosphere when the fans are really on, which they normally are, unbelievable atmosphere, unbelievable sound and noise. So plus the way they play, Liverpool the last 4 or 5 years, all the years on the club, makes it so hectic, so intense, that it's going to be a very big experience. I'm 100% sure of that. Hopefully it's going to be a good experience, because if you go there and lose 4-0, it's just then for 10 seconds maybe it was good fun, but we all want to win, we all want to compete. So and I know there's a chance for that, or risk that we can lose 4-0, but there's also a chance that we can win the game. And that's a fantastic confidence to go into this game.
Brilliant. Best of luck. Thanks for your time this afternoon. Best of luck Sunday.
Thank you.
We'll go to Jay Harris next, please.
Thank you, Chris. Hi, Thomas. Hope you're good. Nice haircut as well. Just wanted to check up on a couple of other injured players as well. So Charlie and Zanka, if that's okay.
Yeah. Hi, Jay. Good to see you. I think got a little bit too short, but it'll grow out again. Zanka and Charlie are progressing in the right direction. It was, it's still too early to speak about. Okay, they will be available in a couple of weeks or something like that for the team. So, but they are progressing.
I wanted to ask about David as well, because I saw he returned to the training ground in a nice costume the other day. So, just wanted to hear about how his recovery's going. How far away is he? I expect he's still a few weeks away as well.
No, he's doing very well. Definitely. He is training with Manu now, our goalkeeping coach. I'm pretty sure on the grass 1-to-1, and he also trained. What is it? So Friday, I think it was Monday. Was it Monday or something like that? I can't remember. Anyway, Monday was the first day on the grass, so that's very positive. He had a meeting with a knee consultant yesterday, I think it was, and that meeting was positive. So it's going in the right direction. So hopefully he will be soon joining in team trainings.
Nice one. Just staying on goalkeepers, now that Jonas has been in the building for a couple of weeks now, just wanted to ask, do you see him and Alvaro in competition for that goalkeeping spot at the moment, or is Alvaro very much the number one for now?
I think there is always competition, as you know. Jonas is an experienced goalkeeper with a good level. That's why we took him in to get more quality and experience. Matthew Cox is a huge talent that I believe massive in, and I'm pretty sure if his development go the right direction, that he will be in our goal one day. But he's just still things to learn if he needs to be thrown in directly into a Premier League game. Jonas will compete with Alvaro, but this moment in time, Alvaro he's the one in the goal.
Final question from me, just again on Pontus. I know he only had 6 months to go in his current deal, so just wanted to know, how easy was it to convince him to stay? Was there ever any doubt about his future? Obviously, I know that he wants to go back to Malmo one day, so was that close on the cards, or?
No, he was. The aim from the club and from Pontus was to extend the contract. We on purpose didn't. We all of us promoted to the best league in the world. We have big ambitions and we believe in the team and the players, but you never know when you step up to that level. Some will maybe crazy surprise you. Wow, are they that good even at the highest level? And some could maybe disappoint you. So we wanted to see everyone. That was a bit of the plan, and I think Pontus earned definitely a well-deserved extension of his contract. Done so well for us in Championship, done well in the Premier League, a big part of the culture and the leadership he's been pushing throughout the years.
Thank you, Thomas, and good luck on Sunday.
Thank you.
John Lupo, please.
Good afternoon, Thomas. How are you?
Afternoon, John. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I saw that both Brian and Mads were nominated for the on the short list for the team of the round. We know that Brian's quality is, but just talk about Mads' performance in that match. I know it was 2 matches ago, and how a performance like that in the cup can help you if you're insert him in a Premier League match going forward?
Mads Roslev, you mean?
Yeah.
Bistrup, sorry.
Bistrup.
I'm the Port Vale, sorry. No, yes. Bistrup, I think that was a very promising performance. I think he's a player with a very big potential that we are keen to develop on. In that number 6 position, his ability to cover the whole pitch is amazing. You know, he's so such a good pressing player. Get out everywhere, and then I think on the ball, he's better and better to move it quickly. Plus, because his acceleration is so quick, so when he maybe win a ball, he just accelerate away from opponents. You know, in the half term, just take a touch, 2 touches past them, and then play the ball forward. And a fantastic mentality. So I'm pleased with him.
Also, you mentioned that Mane and Salah, it doesn't look like they're going to be available for this match, but you also mentioned that you looked at the first match, the 3-3 draws. Do you feel like that there's any tactics you need to change? Do you think they'll come in with a different game plan, knowing that their 2 best strikers are out, or do you think it'll be pretty much more of the same?
I think it'll be a lot of the same. Of course, I looked it back. I'm pretty sure that Jürgen and his coaching staff look it back, and then we try to tweak. Okay, that was good. Can we do more of that? And then probably maybe do something to reverse it. So we need to be aware of that. But they will press high and aggressive Liverpool. They will attack us from every angle in terms of getting crosses in and play behind us when they can. So it will be about us defending well, but also when we're on the ball, try to use it well in terms of see if we can hurt Liverpool a few times.
Final one for me. I know that you obviously want to take one match at a time, but do you feel like with matches coming up against United and you have the FA Cup match at Everton, you have to go to City, you also play a very good Wolves team at home. Do you look at it as like these are you want to win every match, of course, but do you look at it like these are opportunities to get points here, these are opportunities to continue to show what Brentford are about, or do you try and treat every match the same, even if the level of competition is different, say, from what you've recently played?
I really try just to take it one match at a time, really try to optimize maximum on the performance and the potential of getting a point or 3 points every match. I think we spoke about before the Southampton game. I don't think we didn't do anything different. We didn't, it's just a good example. If you don't play every second 100%, it's very difficult to get points in this league. But if we do and maximize that, then we also show that we get points or deserve to get points in almost all of the matches.
Cheers, Thomas. Good luck on Sunday.
Thank you, welcome.
So just to confirm, we're still under immediate embargo. We'll go to Sean Walsh next, please.
Hi, Thomas. How are you?
Hi, Sean. I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks. I just wanted to ask you about culture within a football club. It's something that you've stressed is quite important a little bit. Has there been a noticeable change in the culture at Brentford, for better or worse, since you reached the Premier League, do you think?
No, I think it's the same. To be fair, I think we have a strong and good culture. I think a big part of the togetherness we have in this group and the ability to work hard and focus on performance is something we built over the last years. The players, all the staff members, me, all of us, and I think that's hugely important. And I think it's also a part of how you do with the squad. You get the right characters in, but also try to have that little bit of sometimes rotation, because players need over time either completely understand their role or could see there is potentially to get into the team or get minutes. And if a player doesn't get minutes or enough starts over too long a period, they want to go, or they don't train as hard because it's difficult to keep that and maintain that constantly.
You mentioned earlier about how important it is for everyone at Brentford to just kind of stay calm and level-headed. Have you been impressed with your players' ability to hang in games this season? Because off the top of my head, the only matches that really got away from you are the losses at Burnley and Southampton. But apart from that, you've always been competitive.
Yeah, agree that's. I think that is hugely impressive. I must say, the way we managed to hang in there, and I think that's a key, that we play every minute hard with intensity and strong mentality, and then of course you have a lot of tactics and tweaks and all that. But I think that's so important, because that means there's a good chance of getting points in these games. But also over the season, where we'll go a little bit up and down. It's always to produce at the highest level every single time is tough. But the better you can progress, the bigger.
And just one more from me. You have that famous 24-hour period after a game to really feel the emotions of a result. Have you had any other time since that 3-3 draw with Liverpool earlier in the season to appreciate not only how good a performance it was from yourselves, but to put it in the context of that was a newly promoted team really taking a game to title contenders like that?
I think around the game or after the game, you felt, oh, that was quite impressive. And then, then you just move on and you forget a little bit about it. And then now we're playing Liverpool again, then it's coming back to your mind. And also because I looked the game back last night. So I think we did a lot of things good, but they were still unbelievable good, Liverpool, I must say, when I watch it back.
Cheers, Thomas. Good luck on Sunday.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome.
Will Rogan, please.
Hi there, Thomas. Great to be able to speak to you. Happy New Year. So we're about halfway through the season now, and you've had some really good performances as well as some disappointing results. So I just wanted to get your assessment so far and ask, how are you enjoying the ride personally and as a collective?
Hi, Will. Good to see you, and Happy New Year as well. I think it's been a good first start. I think we played to and deserved to get more points with our performances. Pleased with how we, except from, as you just mentioned, Burnley and Southampton, every game we had a chance to win or get a point. I think that's a massive thing and give us believe. I think we've been very unlucky with injuries this season. It's looking better and better now, and that's obviously something that will help us if we get everyone fit and available. And we are enjoying it every minute of the Premier League. We would like to stay here for a long time if possible. It's the best league in the world. So as much as we can, we try to enjoy it.
Brilliant. Obviously, last time out against Liverpool, as you've alluded to, Brentford Community Stadium was absolutely rocking. There were fans chanting. It was a brilliant atmosphere. And Anfield, as we've said, promises to be the same on Sunday. How do you go about mentally preparing yourself and your players for that kind of atmosphere?
I think it's difficult to prepare for it. I think the good thing is quite a few of our players have tried to play at big stadiums in big occasions, and yes, it's going to be fantastic. But a lot of the players I try to play 2 playoff finals, it doesn't get any bigger than that with everything on stake. So here it's about going out there, enjoy it, be brave, play our type of football, and do the very best that we can to try to win the game.
That's brilliant. Thanks for that, Thomas. Cheers.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
We'll go to Arne next, please.
Hi, Thomas. Good to see you again. Obviously now there's that issue of no clean sheets in the last 9 games. Is that an issue that's of great concern to you right now?
Yeah, I would love more clean sheets, and also sometimes a little bit surprised we haven't had more, especially the way we defend. I think we defend well. So I think some of the games have been a little bit of a, we done enough to get a clean sheet. So sometimes a little bit random, and margins not going your way. But of course, you also need to look at 9 games. That's quite a long run without a clean sheet. It's nothing I'm panicking over. I haven't seen a a bad a drop in mentality or drop in work ethic. I think if you look at that, if you notice that, then it's an issue. I think Southampton game, top delivery, no matter what. We are playing against Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson on Sunday, two of the best deliveries on set pieces. And still, I know they're not putting into the exact perfect area every single time. No player does that in the world. But top delivery from Ward-Prowse, freak goal, the second one, third one, big individual mistake, a team mistake. So sometimes it just happens. But we work hard on the defensive side and we continue.
And obviously, we saw Pontus sign a new deal this morning. Just how important is he to your side as a person, more importantly, because obviously he's at that age where he's experienced. So how important is he to your side?
Yeah, but Pontus is a key player for us, been our captain last 2.5 years, done fantastic, big part of our culture, big part of driving things on and off the pitch. You notice some of it the most when we play with our fans. That's where you hear how much he's communicating. And that's just so important on the pitch, and we don't have enough players that constantly are talking and directing his teammates.
And obviously now it's 3 games now in the space of 7 days. Your best 11 is, I'd say, it's almost fully fit right now. But so this period of games really isn't the best of times in terms of possible injuries with the games coming thick and fast, is it?
No, it's we love to play the games. We love to play. It's fantastic. We just played at Southampton. Now we are going to play Liverpool away. Then we play Man United away. No, sorry, home. And then Wolves home. Fantastic. Look forward to it. Everyone is we're closer to have the most of the players available. It's a good time.
Thank you very much, Thomas. Good to see you again. Thank you. Take care.
Likewise. Thank you.
Right, so for 3 more hands raised. Are you guys looking to do for Sundays at this point, or are we done, or do you want under immediate?
I'm doing dailies, please, straight away.
Yeah. Off you go then, John.
Jurgen, hi Thomas.
Hi, John.
Jurgen Klopp has been very complimentary of Brentford, saying the whole story is very impressive. He also talked about the 3-3 game, saying you're very direct, played lots of long balls, and your keeper was the playmaker. Is that what you saw when you looked at the video last night? Is that fair?
Yeah, I think it's fair. I guess it's just analyzed. So I think we are a bit more flexible this year. So I would like us to press high and aggressive, which we do the most of the time. And then I also want us to dominate as much as possible on the ball. But when you play against some of the best teams in the world, maybe you need to tweak it a bit to try to be pragmatic enough to raise your chances for winning. And we just saw if we went a little bit more direct against Liverpool, that could raise the chances, which they did. I'm pretty sure if we try to build from behind constantly against one of the best pressing teams in the world, I think we would struggle and maybe we'll lose 5-2. Still fantastic game. Jurgen would like a little bit more. I wouldn't. but I hope that one day we can go even more toe to toe. I think most importantly, I thought we were unbelievably brave that game. I think we pressed high and really also left space behind us, which is something they're really good to exploit as well, Liverpool. So I thought we played a brilliant game against a world-class side and a world-class manager.
The thing I remember from that game is that you overloaded at the back post and scored from that. That was an innovation.
We produced some crosses where we could hopefully hit some areas where we had a good chance to score.
You mentioned when you come up, you're never quite sure whether players are going to be able to step up to the level. But what point did you realise that Pontus was that he had done that and he was the man you've picked him off every minute, haven't you? He's played every minute and you picked him every game.
I think it's if we go through the games, we watch them back, we look at stats, and in that perspective, he's done very well, I think. Plus, I don't think you can underestimate that experience and communication that Pontus bring on and off the pitch. I think that's very important in terms of a team, and make that team as good as possible.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Right, are we ready to move to Sundays now, or do we want to carry on with it? That's fine.
That's
So
okay.
everything from now on.